it's not a matter of if a version of WWE's Bullet Club is going to show up on WWE programming. It's a matter of when Bullet Club is going to show up on WWE programming. So, as everyone knows, Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson made their debuts on Raw, attacking WWE superstars Jimmy and Jey Uso, the Uso brothers. Um, and they acted like a little bit like the outsiders to everybody because they kept saying, "Hey, nice place you got here." And then on SmackDown, before a taping happened, they attacked two local athletes on the show and claimed that they were here to take over. I think it was. I wasn't 100% certain when I read the article, but they said that they were going to take over or something like that. And that's when I thought, yeah, they're going to be the outsiders of the storyline. WWE's trying to make their own NWO kind of, pretty much. But this time using Japan's most popular faction, Bullet Club. So, now, since everyone most likely would complain about this, saying, oh, WWE's stealing ideas from New Japan Pro Wrestling and whatnot, and they're now stealing all the talent of Bullet Club to make it happen. So, say if this is possible, say WWE does go with this, and seems fans all want to see it. Like WWE's been pointing at fans in the audience wearing Bullet Club shirts, wearing Balor Club shirts, wearing all forms of club shirts with insert name here club. So, the case of the matter is, how will Bullet Club or Bulletproof Club or Balor Club is going to be built? Now, people have somewhat compared it to the NWO since they do the click gesture and the dog's hands and the too sweet thing, and even their gimmick is black and white like the NWO. And a lot of people made, oh yeah, they're like the NWO, except much more cooler in their eyes. So the fact that they're getting these comparisons to the NWO, how is WWE going to be able to make their own version of Bullet Club? And how are they going to do that? Well, they got Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, they got AJ Styles, they got Finn Balor, but there's always going to be that talk of who's the third guy, who's going to who's going to team up with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. Um, on Twitter, it was hinting Becky Lynch might be a member, like how she knows that they were here the whole time on Twitter, and like, and they kept hashtagging Bullet Club, Bullet Club, Bullet Club. Like someone could say, oh, maybe Becky Lynch could be a member of Bullet Club. Oh, maybe Paige could be a member of Bullet Club. Oh, well, it's obvious AJ Styles and Finn Balor are going to be part of Bullet Club since they've been the ones hinting it. But what if they doesn't go with that direction? Maybe they put them later down the road. But who's to say they changed the third guy? Let's see. If WWE's doing this right, and they might have now equal balls of WCW when it comes to unexpected heel turns to unexpected characters, you have the top face of WWE, John Cena. However, then I would go and not watch it because I'm still waiting for an apology for Cena to make an apology for his I do charity work, therefore you must like me promo. So there's that. You got John Cena, who many people compare to Hulk Hogan in more ways than one. And everyone says, turn heel, turn heel. And WWE's always been resistant about it, not because of the charity work, because they said, and this is actually kind of a somewhat good reason, is that if they turn him heel, then everyone's going to start liking him. And really, that's somewhat of a good reason why they won't turn him heel, but at the same time, WCW probably had that mentality where if they turned Hulk Hogan heel, then yeah, everyone's going to start liking Hulk Hogan, and that proved to be a great benefit for WCW for a while until they couldn't figure a way to end the storyline. But WWE is a lot more smarter than WCW, I hope. And New Japan Pro Wrestling, I hope they have an ending because this faction has been going on in Bullet Club for like, what, 2 years now? They have to do something to end it eventually. Or was it a year? I'm having a hard time keeping track. I think it's 2014 it started. So, who should be the third guy? Like Sean's Speed Entertainment, like, I know people had mixed opinions about that guy. Like, I don't really care. I just watch his videos occasionally, but I honestly don't care. If he wants to report what he thinks he's hearing, what he says he's hearing, then he has the right to report that if he wants to talk about it. Now, there's rumors that Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson might appear at WWE Payback, screw AJ Styles out of the main event, and let Roman Reigns turn full-fledged heel and join up with Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson. And I was like, people have wanted a legitimate reason to hate Roman Reigns. I mean, like, besides the interviews he's recently conducted and his seemingly arrogant attitude towards the fans in real life, though that doesn't bother me because Randy Orton did the same thing back when he was younger and inexperienced. So I don't really get mad at that. Now they have a legitimate reason to boo him since, well, they flipped the switch. He's now a heel. And he's going to be booed for a while. Then people are going to start liking him more. And people are going to say, oh, they're just doing it for Roman Reigns to get over with the fans. And, like, they're going to turn him heel. They're just going to do it to like him. And then, like, I was like, wait, but you all wanted him to turn heel. Now you don't? Make up your minds. Like, I saw some comments talking about that. So, say if they do go with that direction, Roman Reigns forms a new WWE version of Bullet Club, most likely Bulletproof Club, since they would believe they're untouchable, that they're strong enough to withstand a bullet to their group. I really hope diehard extremist fans don't go overboard with that. And like, it's hard to say if the Bullet Club faction can work in WWE. Like, it worked in Japan because they're doing Western style of the Western world style of wrestling in New Japan Pro. So it was unexpected for them to do all these Western world wrestling style bookings, and they did that, and that's why it became so successful. The NWO succeeded because back then the internet wasn't as big enough. Had people knew about Hulk Hogan, WWE's business when it was still young and in its infancy with Hulk Hogan would have flopped, in my opinion, had they known that Hulk Hogan was a lying, cheating, pathetic, egocentric politician. So, and really, people didn't know what was going to happen, and everyone thought it was real because these guys were acting differently than what they usually expected on TV. These guys did everything opposite like. They did things that you wouldn't see, and nowadays it's everywhere. So it'd be hard to replicate NWO or Bullet Club success in the Western world for WWE, so they're gonna have a hard time doing that. Like, they might get a few big momentum moments like this, and this is good. And this would also be the first time we had a full-fledged faction in WWE for the first time since the Shield. I would say the Wyatt family, but they've become more of a stable now. It's just, oh, it's a collection of wrestlers. Whatever. They're not really getting over with fans, and Bray Wyatt might have been injured. I heard. I really hope not. So there's that, and then there's the whole. Then you have the Shield and the Evolution factions that were pretty powerful, and they had a lot of influence. Evolution, in particular, they pretty much ran Monday Night Raw for a number of years before the ultimate disband. And then you had the Shield that run rampant over WWE, and no one could seem to stop them until the Authority came in and oppressed them. So, and you could make the argument maybe the Authority, but they're more like the head figures of WWE. They run the company, therefore they're not really a big faction like they used to be when they had Seth Rollins, but he got hurt. They had Kane, they kicked him out. Big Show, he just turned face because booking. And then you had the J&J Security, but then they got injured by Brock Lesnar. Then you had kind of Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman, until they decided to take the WWE title hostage from the Authority. Then after that, that's pretty much where it ended. And the Shield left, and they rebelled against the Authority. So there was that. So it's going to be kind of hard to book Bullet Club in WWE right. Bulletproof, Valor Club, you can go whatever. Like, it could be as big, but they would have to pull something unexpected out of nowhere in order to make this work. But it's kind of hard to do in this day and age where the internet can tell you everything that's about to happen before it happens most of the time. Like, WWE does get a few unexpected turns to happen, a few unexpected bookings, though. Like, it was hot when the Dudleys came back, and then it just cooled drastically. So I don't know where Bullet Club and Balor Club, Bulletproof Club is gonna go. Like, I really hope they do go somewhere. and I really hope it becomes a big storyline where Bullet Club's going to try and take over the WWE, and word has been spreading that Roman Reigns is going to fight John Cena at SummerSlam this year, which might hint that Roman Reigns might join Bullet Club, which would kind of be awesome since he could, because then he could be wearing the bulletproof T-shirt and whatnot and be changing his gimmick more, and also. But okay, some were saying, well, he could be a member, yes, but a leader, yeah, that's kind of questionable. Like, everyone kind of got mad when they said, "Oh, the leader of the Shield." Oh, BS, Michael Cole, BS. Even though me and my friend talked about it and thought, wait, are they doing a cycle? Like, first it was Dean Ambrose, then it was Roman Reigns, and then finally it was Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins left the group. And then the Shield just disbanded. So really, I don't know where this angle is going to go. I really hope it goes somewhere and doesn't flounder like WWE has cold feet at the last minute because they have that 50-50 booking philosophy. I'm like, look how AJ Styles' WrestleMania moment ended. So, so hopefully we can expect the unexpected. We can hopefully anticipate some unexpected heel turns, a much expected heel turn from Roman Reigns, and eventual war for WWE's future between the Authority, the Bullet Club, and then you have all these minor factions vying for power, trying to scramble as much power as they have left. Um, that would be an awesome storyline if it's done right. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and donate. Stay tuned for more.